big moment in Scandal where attempted to assassinate the president.
You read the script, you literally, out loud.
It was early on in our second season. The show was getting more popular, but we weren't like big at that point in time. Still didn't know if we were gonna do more than 13 episodes. Tony was still not supposed to be in every episode at that point. So he did really have this feeling of like, are they killing me?
At this point, I don't even know if he's gonna survive yet because we never know anything on Scandal.
I always knew I wanted to do an assassination episode.
Action, door one.
This episode was directed by our DP, Oliver Buckelberg. He'd been, you know, the director of photography on our show since the beginning. It's kind of amazing. It was his first episode, and he really came at it from this fierce position of like, let's do this like large, like let's make it feel big.
I think much of what we tried to do with Scandal and on the visuals is to be real. We looked, of course, at the Reagan assassination and studied the movement of the different people. We figured out by talking to the advisors from the Secret Service, what is the reality?
If you look at actual footage of assassination attempts, there's a feeling of something happening so fast that you can't actually concentrate on it.
Oliver wanted that chaotic feeling of, oh my God, what just happened? Not really knowing what's going on, just knowing something bad's happening.
We wanted it to be unclear exactly who was being shot at what moment. You saw a puff of smoke and puff of blood around Tony and the agent. You couldn't quite tell who was being shot, who was reacting, who was being thrown backward, and they choreographed that very carefully.
So that we can all see all of our positions for the various beats.
The first thing that happens is like, bang, 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 and we're in again.
You go in, you take it back. For rehearsal, I dissected into each person's reality and just talked to each person about what they need to be doing or what they think they would be doing. And once you have everybody do their bit, it sort of starts seeming chaotic, right? Even though every little piece is choreographed.
Hey, Mr. President, hey, bang, 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 don't bang, don't bang.
I feel okay with the basic layout, but now we're gonna start bringing in the outer layers to that.
Okay.
We have 120 extras, we have a qualified SWAT team, we have about 10 stunt people here. We'll see how long we stay here tonight.
We have lots of cameras going. That's the intention, that it feels like you're witnessing it in the crowd.
So the problem we had was that the president needs to get shot, which gets very bloody. Every time you change his outfit again, it takes another half hour, so we don't really have that. We have to shoot everything in about 3 hours. So the idea was to get it with 5 cameras, let him do it as many times as possible. Stay wide to begin with, stay sort of chaotic, but get the action and the movement out of it, and do all of that without blood splatter. And then once we've done a perimeter photography, we moved in with our cameras and moved right in his face. That's when we put on blood, and that's when we got messy.
We just did a take with squibs, and it was terrifying to be so close to him and see the blood squirting.
Once the script goes off, everybody gets a little scared. It just adds reality to it, you know, and it helps make it real.
The squib is basically a firecracker. It's placed up under your clothing, and there's a blood pack on top of it. It actually blows a hole through your wardrobe, and the blood comes out.
The first one is on my shoulder, and the second one's here. Then the wires go to a radio transmitter, and then the special effects guys, you know, they push a button, and it blows up. Then as I'm getting into the limo, there's the final shot, so I just do that. And then in post-production, they'll put a digital headshot.
Headshots couldn't be done with squibs because there's no way to put a charge inside someone's actual head. So we would add the damage, we would add the blood. We actually took bursts of red paint and shot them on a stage and put them onto the plate of Tony being shot.
I can't wait to see this episode. I hope Fitz survives episode 208. We'll see. If not, it's been good knowing you.
It was a big job, and there were stunt doubles and squibs of blood and all these cameras going and hundreds of extras. There was a Secret Service limo that was coming and going. It was like a real exciting, scary event, and he did a great job.